Hello everyone, welcome to our quantitative methods class, and we are going to discuss today the basics first of all, because everyone we require the basics of this calculator. So the calculator which I will be using is BA plus Texas Instrument, and there is HP calculator also, but we will usually use which one, the BA, because it is a cheaper version. It is but still it is not that cheap. It is costing around 3000 plus. There are multiple vendors, they will provide 3000, 4000, likewise it will be the price. Usually the price of the calculator will be 3500. If you are getting a discount, you will get for 3000. Hello Sheikh, hello, good afternoon everyone online. Yes, Naren, good afternoon. Yes, welcome to the class. Now, some of the basic things we will do in the first day of our lecture, and that basic thing we will be doing throughout your entire quantitative methods. Now, do you know the weightage of the subject? How much weightage is there? No, fine. The weightage is, we will get around 11 to 16 questions. Okay, 11 to 16 questions can be there from this particular subject, which is our QM or quantitative methods. Now, if you are scared like I am having difficulty in maths, when I was in 4th standard, I was having easy maths, then it became difficult, eventually it became difficult. But I'll tell you certain things. With respect to maths over here, we have something called as calculator. Okay, first of all, we have calculator, and most of the worst calculator or our addition, subtraction or multiplication or power of any value can be found using this calculator. Okay, we will be using our BA2 plus calculator. Okay, now second thing is, have you studied statistics in your college level, school level and all? Yes, then you are lucky. Around 70% of the topic is just statistics. Around 15% of the topic is basic maths, and some more 15% is involving like our finance, whatever maths we require in finance. Okay, so these are the things we are going to see in this subject completely. Okay, as I said, 11 to 16 marks you will get. Then we are using a calculator. First of all, you need to know how to use a calculator. That also I'll teach you right now. Then 70% is statistics, and the rest 30% is just mathematics in finance. Okay, now first of all, everyone, I hope that everyone is having a calculator. If not, you can look at me. I'll just show you how to use the calculator right in front of you, and we will test. Anyway, students who are offline, I'll give you the calculator and you can also check along with me. Okay, now the first one is, always in our calculator we should keep the decimal to floating decimal. That means the number of decimal points should be 9. Okay, we will keep the decimal point towards what? Keep the number of decimals to 9. What do you mean by that? So you tell me how many decimal points are there in this question. 1.33. How many decimals are there? How many decimal values are there? 1 decimal is there, 2 decimal is there. That means 2 decimal points are there, right? Then in the next question, 1.45. How many decimal points are there? 1. Again 1. That is how much? 2 decimal points. Then 1.375. How many decimals are there? 1, 2, 3. Now 1.763333. How many decimal points are there? 1 is there, 2 is there, 3 is there, 4 is there, 5 is there, 6 is there. Like 6 decimal points are there in total. That is the basic thing. But for our calculation in quantitative method or any calculation in CFA, you will be using the calculator, right? The decimal number of points should be how much? The number of decimal points should be how much? 9. That means it will be like 1.33333333. How many are there? 4, 8, 9. So likewise, 9 decimal points we will always consider. Do you know the reason why we are keeping it to 9? 9? Any reason for that? Because otherwise, you think about it. Our value is 1.33. If I multiply 1.33 with 1000, how much will be the value you are going to get? You will get 1.33 into 1000. If you have phone calculator for now, you can use it. But try to buy a calculator. Without calculator, we will not be able to solve any of the question. Okay. Yes. So 1000 into 1.33 will be how much? 1330. Now 1.333333 into 1000 is how much? That is 1.333.3333 etc. If more threes are there accordingly. So what will happen? Our value will go wrong. Our approximation will go wrong. So we should always keep what? The decimal points towards how much? 9. Then why 9? Because if 9 is the decimal point we are keeping in our calculator. So if the question is like 1 divided by 2. 1 divided by 2 is how much? Everyone knows 1 by 2 is how much? Half, 0.5. So you will get in calculator 0.5 itself. If you are keeping to some other value, it will be like 0.50000 it will be coming. If you are keeping the value as 8, the number of decimal is 8, then will be entire 8 decimals will be in the picture. If you are keeping it towards 9, exact value you will always get. Now, how to do that in your calculator? First of all, we should set that a decimal value or the decimal point should be 9 in our calculator, right? That is the first thing we are going to do. So you have a calculator, sir? Yes, perfect. Can you both sit together so that both of them can see things? Yes, perfect. First one, how to put the decimal point. Okay, now everyone see the calculator. You can look there. I think it will be more visible there. Everyone is... Okay, sorry for that. Yes, thank you. So everyone can see the calculator over here. Now there is an on off button on the calculator. Everyone can see the on off button on calculator. Then there is percentage sign, root sign, square sign, 1 by x sign, divide sign, plus sign, into sign, minus sign, plus etc etc. Many things are there in front of you. Now how to put your calculator decimal points towards 9? Everyone do one thing with me. Along with me you should do. So the first thing is I will click the second button. Can you see a button named second button which is mentioned in yellow color? Have you seen that button? I'll keep an yellow color so that you will also be able to see the second button at the left top end. Yes, have you seen that second button over here? Somewhere, yes, here it is over here, second button. So people, click the second button. Click second button. That is the first step. What are we going to do? Click second button. That is the first step. Then there is something called as format near the dot, right? There is a decimal point in the top and the bottom row of it. There is a decimal point. A dot is there, right? After clicking second button, click that dot. Okay. Click what? Click dot sign at the top. That means, so format is coming into the picture. With every key there on the upper side of every key, there is some other name written. For example, when I see key number 3, on top of that profit is written. When I see key number 4, on top of it DPR is written. Then when I see key number 7, on top of it data is written. Then when I see key number point, on top of that what is written? Format is written. What does that mean? We are going to format the decimal values. So have you clicked the second button? Everyone, am I in the right manner? Have you clicked the second button? Then after that, have you clicked the point button? Then what is coming into the picture? Have you seen something called as DEC equal to something? How much is the value on your calculator? 6 is the value. What does that mean? If 6 is shown on your calculator, if 2 is shown on your calculator, if 5 is shown on your calculator, what does that mean? The number of decimal point is how much? 6. So if I get a value, it will be like 1.333333. Only 6 decimal points will be there. Now, how much we want in CFA? 9. So what you will do is, you will type 9. You type 9. Then click enter on top of the value. Type 9. Type 9. Then click what? Click enter on the enter button on the top row of our calculator. So once you've done that, the decimal got converted to what? 9 decimal points. Now you can clear everything. Then you can see that going forward all the values will be in what? 9 decimal points. That is what we require for our CFA level examination. Okay, no matter what, don't go for like 3 decimals or 4 decimal. But what if one fine day you are like, I want to try out 3 decimal point. What will you do? Go and click the second button. Then what will you do? Click the dot button. That means you are formatting the decimal value. Then what will you do? Type 9 and click what? Click enter. Okay. Then you can so 9 means what? The decimal point is 9. If you want to keep it as 4, you will change, instead of 9, you will put what? 4. If you want 6, put 6. Likewise, you will do. Now, this is not only useful in your level 1, not only useful in quantitative method, it is useful throughout your entire topics. If there is a problem based on derivatives, if you want a decimal point, what will you do? You will keep the decimal point to a floating decimal point, that is 9. Okay, remember this. This is the first thing I am teaching you, and this is the core for the entire CFA. Till level 3, you will use it. Then you say that, oh, I was late for the first day of class. Then sir told that, 9 should be there. Yes, that is the case. Okay, so what's your name? Ganesh. Kanishk. Yes, Nari. Okay, perfect. Sheikh is there online. Okay, 3 people are there. Good. Now, we are going to do some of the basic activity on our calculator. Now, some of the basic activities on our calculator is, first one is addition. I know that everyone knows how to do addition. How will you do addition? If you want to add 4 plus 5, how will you add it on your calculator? Type 4, then plus, then click 5, then click what? Equal to. Are you getting the idea? Everyone is clear with that. So, type 4 plus 5. How much is the answer coming down? You will get it as 9. Basic addition. Like our normal calculator itself, we would have done it long back. Then subtraction. Same like that. If you want to take subtraction of 6 minus 2, you will type 6, then minus 2, which is equal to how much you are getting? 4 on your calculator you will get. Then multiplication. Basic knowledge. 3 into 6 is how much now? We will get it as 18. Just tables. Then division. Division means one value you say, one value, random value you will tell. Tell. Some random value. 8 divided by 5. How will you get? Take your calculator, turn on the calculator, 8 divided by 5, then click equal to. How much are you getting? 1.6 you are getting. So these are basic calculations which we will use also. Next one. Usage of plus or minus. What might be the usage of plus or minus, people? What might be the usage of? There is a sign called as in the in the bottom row, there is a sign called as plus or minus in your texts. Is there a sign plus or minus? Yes. Now people, type 6 on your calculator. Type 6 on your calculator. Type 6 on your calculator. Then click plus or minus. You click plus or minus sign. That button you will click. Then what happened to that 6? The 6 became minus 6. So this will be useful when we are doing cash inflow and outflow based question in the future. If I say inflow is taken as 1000, then outflow should be taken as, outflow is given with 300. So if one of the sign is positive, the other should be what? Negative. So how will you make 300 negative? So you will type 300 on your calculator. Then you will do what? After typing 300, you will click plus or minus sign. It will become negative 300. Now the first question for you, I'm going to combine two things and I'm going to ask you the question. Find me the value of 3, negative of 3 into 6 plus 5. Okay. 3 into 6 plus 5. How will you find it on calculator? So in order to clear everything, there is something called as CE or C button in the left end of our row. In the bottom left end, CE button is there. In order to click, if you click that, the entire value will get cleared. That is the basic thing. So how to find this on calculator? First, always do addition. So always do what? Addition, since it is inside the bracket. So you will type 6 on your calculator, then click what? Plus, then you will click what? 5. Then you will click equal to. That means you got how much? 11. Then you should multiply it with what? 3. Click into sign. Then click what? 3. Then click equal to. You will get how much? 33. Okay. So is it positive 33 or negative 33? Negative 33. That means how will you convert it into negative 33? You will click which sign? Plus or minus button at the bottom corner or the bottom row of our calculator. So you will get how much answer? Answer is minus 33. Anyone is having confusion over that? Please ask me right now. So when we will use plus or minus the, whenever we want to change the value to negative, or what if the question is given in negative and we need to convert to positive? So people, so since minus 33 is on your calculator, let it be like minus 33 is on your calculator. Everyone is having minus 33 on calculator. How will you change it to positive then? Click plus or minus. When you click plus or minus, it will automatically change to what? Positive 33. We don't need to clear things and write from the beginning. That can be done just using calculator. Now, where will be the application of this? Where will be the application? There will be many questions where we need to use 1 minus 6 percentage or 10 minus 6 percentage. Likewise, it will come into the picture. Then we need to multiply and all that time we might use this. Okay. Now, usage of percentage. Percentage means what? Basically, what do you mean by percentage? We need to find, for example, I am asking you, oh, you scored 33 marks out of 100. So how will you find the percentage? 33 divided by 100, then multiply it with 100. Why did you divide it by 100? The total, then we are finding it in percentage. So 33 of 100 is how much? The 33 percentage. Now, sometimes what we will see, always what we will see is, in the question they will give rate percentage is equal to 10 percentage. Then find 1 plus R percentage. How will you find it using calculator? So type, first one is 1, right? Type 1 on your calculator. Everyone type 1 on your calculator. Then click 1. Then click what? The plus sign. Since plus sign is there on your calculator, type plus. We are adding it. Then R percentage is how much? The R percentage is 10. Type 10 on your calculator, then click what? Since percentage sign is there, we need to click the percentage sign in your calculator, which is at the top of it. Click percentage sign. So how much are you getting? You will get 0.1. That means 10 percentage you got. That is 0.1. But we need to add, right? At the end, if you put one equal to only, you will get the final answer. Click equal to. How much is the total 1 plus R percentage? 1.1. Everyone got it as 1.1. Are you getting the idea of usage of percentage? People, I'm telling you, you will see, yeah, whatever question we do, there will be a question based on percentage. There will be some percentage. Randomly, they will give some percentage. Okay. Then, taking power. Power means what? Power means the index value. For example, 2 raised to 3. How will you find the value of 2 raised to 3 on calculator? Any idea how can you find 2 raised to 3? So type 2 on your calculator. Okay, everyone type 2 on your calculator after clearing. Type 2 on your calculator. Then there is a sign called as y raised to x. Have you seen y raised to x over here? Have you seen the y raised to x? Click that y raised to x on your calculator. That means we are clicking y raised to x on our calculator. Then how much is the power? 3 is the power. Click 3. Click 3. After that, click equal to. So basically, in order to find power, what all things we will do? Write or click the base number. Then after that, we will click which button? Click y raised to x button. Then after that we will click what? The power value. So I will write power value. Then after that you will click what? Equal to sign. You are getting your answer. People, very important. Very important topic, because throughout in geometric mean, we will study geometric mean. That time we will require this, and many other portions are also there. When in statistics also many portions are there where we will use this basic function y raised to x button. Now you should get me the answer. First one for the first person, or say first one you can do the Kanishk. So find me the value of 5 raised to 2.6. 5 raised to 2.6. Directly I am going for fractional decimal right in front of you. How will you find 5 raised to 2.6? Type 5 on your calculator. Then what? Click which button? Click y raised to x button. After that you will type what? Click how much is the value? Type which one? Type 2.6 on your calculator. After that, you will click what? Click equal to. How much is the answer you are getting, people? 65 point something you are getting. Understood the method? Any doubt in this? Because we will be using it. Now, the next question I want to ask you is taking root. So, let it be square root. Okay. Square root. What do you mean by square root? The power will be what? 1 raised to. Sorry. The power will be what? Power will be 1 divided by 2 or what? 0.5. So, what is square root of 4? Have you studied in, yeah, we know that. Square root of 4 is how much now? We know that it is 2. Now, how to find it in calculator? Type 4 on your calculator. Then click which button? Click root button directly. So, clear everything, then type 4, then click root. So, click, type 4, then click root. You will get how much? 2 you will get on calculator. Now, what if it is third root or cube root? I'll mention cube root. For cube root, what is the power? Cube root power is how much? We know that it is 1 divided by 3. Okay. Then one more question is, then what is fourth root? Fourth root, what is the value? Power is 1 by 4. What if it is fifth root? Fifth root power will be what? 1 by 5. What if it is nth root? It will be 1 by n. 100 means 1 by 100. 200 means 1 by 100, 1 by 200. So whatever may be the root, we can directly find using calculator. Now, first of all, everyone knows what is a cube root of 27. 27 means 27 is basically what? 3 cube is 27. So cube root of 27 should be what? Which is should be equal to 3. Now we will find it just using our calculator. First of all, people. So after writing, so what will you write first? You will write the 27 is the question, right? 27 raised to how much? 27 raised to 1 by 3 is the question. So type 27 on your calculator. But which button you will click? Will you directly click root button? If you click root button, it will be square root. We can't do anything about that. If you click root button, what is going to happen? We are going to take the square root. But is that the question? The question is what? Raised to 1 by 3. People, have you seen a button like 1 divided by x? Have you seen the button 1 divided by x? That means if you click, for example, you are clearing everything and typing 3 on your calculator. Type 3 on your calculator, and if you click 1 by x, it will become 0.33333. How many decimals are there? 9 decimals will be there. Everyone is having 9 decimals, right? Perfect. Now that is 1 by 3. So this value should be in the power. So how will you do that? Just using your calculator without writing anything. So clear everything. So what is the base number? Type 27 on your calculator. That is the first thing. We are typing 27 on our calculator. Then we are typing what? The y raised to x button. Click y raised to x button. We are going to click. That is the next step. Then after clicking y raised to x button, we need to click what? We need to find the value of 1 by x. In order to find 1 by x, you can type 3 on your calculator because it is 1 by 3. So type 3 on your calculator, then click 1 by x. Then click what? Click which button? 1 by x button on your calculator. After that, you can click equal to. Finally, you will click what? Equal to. What did we do over here? Any doubt? You ask me, okay? Always ask the doubt. Until and unless you ask the doubt, it will be difficult for me to understand here. What are you understanding? Even one more thing is, what if it be a very silly doubt regarding any root or plus or minus? Always ask. Okay, because I am telling you the reason, only reason is basically quantitative method is the subject where you can ask doubt. If you ask me, most of you, I don't know, have you studied maths in your PU level, plus 1 level, plus 2 level? Some would have studied. Then some would have not studied. After that, you would have never touched maths. You might have never used this calculator. Many things will come into the picture, right? So whatever may be the doubt, always ask. Without that, our class will not be in the proper manner, because some doubt if still is there, that means next when we do some other problem, you will have the same doubt. Okay. Now, looking at this. 227. Why did I type 27 at the first point? Why did I type 27? Any idea why did I type 27? Because 27 is the base number. After that, I click y raised to x button. What is the reason why I type y raised to x? Because we are taking it to the power. So we are putting the power value. After typing 27, we took the power value. But power value we doesn't know. We need to find the power value. How much is the power value? 1 by 3. How to find 1 by 3? Type 3 on your calculator. Then click what? Click 1 by x. So x value is 3 now. So when you click 1 by x, you are getting 1 by 3 value on your calculator. That is 0.33333. That means you found the power value also. That is 0.3333333 some till 9 we are finding. And in order to get the final answer, we should click equal to, right? That's why finally we are clicking what? Equal to. Everyone got the same thing? Anyone is having doubt? Please tell me. Shake any doubt down. Now the first question for you to solve it for me. Find the value of 62 raised to 1 by 4. Get me the value. Please try. Everyone, take your calculator, start off and get me the value. Use our method. It will help you out. Okay. So how much you got? 2 point something you got. We will check. So first we are going to clear the values in the calculator. Then we are going to type what here it is 62. Type 62 on your calculator. That means we wrote the base number. Now we need to take the power. How to take the power? We need to click what? Click y raised to x button. We will click which button? Y raised to x button. Then after clicking y raised to x button, we need to find the power. Power is how much? 1 by 4. 1 by 4 means if you click 4, then click 1 by x. If you click 4, then you click 1 by x, you will get 0.25 on your calculator. That means the power is also ready for you. After doing that, you will do what? You will click equal to button. You will get the answer 2.8060 something you are getting. Any doubt? Is everything clear? Everyone is clear with everything? Yes, pakka. Now, what if there is a fractional power? We already discussed fractional power if you ask me. But what if the question is like this? Tell me one number. Yes. Random number. Any number. 17. 70 or 17? 17. 17. The whole power. Tell me a fraction value. Let it be like 2 divided by 3. Okay. 2 by 3 is the fraction. Get me the value of this using your calculator, people. How will you find it? Use our logic. First, base number should be there. No matter what, base number should be there. That is the first logic. It should be there no matter what. Then, what else should be there? So, base number 17 you are going to type on your calculator. After doing that, we need to take the power, right? In order to take the power, first you will click what? Click. So type 17 on your calculator. After clicking that, you will click y raised to x. Y raised to x means we took the power, but we don't know the power value. We don't know the power value means what? We need to find the power value. That is 2 by 3. Anyway, it is there. So 2 by 3, can I write it as 1 by 3 into 2? 2 by 3 is what? Yes, Naren? Is it 1 by 3 into 2? 1 by 3 into 2 is 2 by 3. So type 3 on your calculator. So type 3 on your calculator. Then click 1 by x. Click 1 by x. That means I found 1 by 3. Now with what I should multiply it? Into 2. If I multiply it with 2, how much are you getting? How much are you getting? 1 by 3 into 2 is how much? You will get 0.6666 something you will get. Now, if you do it that way, what will happen to your final answer? Will you get the same answer? Will you get the same answer? Can you suggest me on that? Try. Whatever. If you are getting it, you should tell me. Otherwise, why is it not coming also? You should tell me. Clear everything. So type 17 on your calculator. Then you are clicking y raised to x. Then you are typing what? 3. Then you are clicking 1 by x. Then you are clicking into. So once you click into itself, some wrong answer is coming into our picture. Do you know the reason for once you are clicking into, you are getting a wrong answer? Because When you click into, right, whatever value we already have in our calculator, it is getting converted. So whenever it is fractional, we will not go with this 3 raised to 1 by x method. We will find the value of 2 by 3 using our normal method. How will you find? 2 divided by 3. So take your calculator and accordingly go about it. Please do it. Yes. So clear everything. 17, then click y raised to x. Then we are going for what? 2 by 3. For that you will put a bracket. 2 divided by 3, then you will close the bracket. Then what will you do? Then you will take it like equal to, you are getting your answer. How much is the answer you are getting, people? 6.611 something you are getting. So I'll tell you the method. Type 17 on your calculator, then click what? Y raised to x. After that I will put the bracket. Have you seen the bracket? This side bracket is over there on top of your calculator. It is there. See, above data it is there. See, put the bracket, then type 2 divide by 3, then close the bracket. Not necessarily, but click close the bracket. Then you will click equal to, you will get the answer. How much is it? 6.61148918. That much is your answer. Anyone is having doubt over this calculation, you can ask me now. Pakka? Yes. Now get me the answer for this. Next question is right in front of you. 18 raised to 3 by 7. Can you get me the answer? Please try, everyone. Please try for me. Please try. So, yes, both of you try. After that, I'll do it. So, everyone is from commerce background? Yes. Okay, what did you study or what are you studying? Articleship right now. Okay, great. Which firm? Okay, great. So you are only free on Saturdays and Sundays. Yes, perfect. Yes, how is it going there? Is it? Understood. Got it. Perfect. Yes. How is?
Doing my second year.
Second year. Which college?
APES.
APES. Where is it? Okay, understood. I got it. Yes. Sheikh, where are you from? Are you from Bangalore itself? Can you just tell me in comments and what are you doing? So I think you are already familiar with certain terms in our already in finance, like you are familiar with future value, you are familiar with present value, you are familiar with cash flow. But one thing I'll tell you, I'll go from the basics always. Now I'll tell the approach after finishing this, how we are going to approach the entire syllabus of quantitative method. Okay. Now how to find this? Type 18 on your calculator. Click what? Click y raised to x. After clicking y raised to x, what are we going to do? We need to put the bracket. Then put what? 2 divided by 3. Then, sorry, not 2 divided by 3. I put the same value. 3 divided by 7. Then click equal to. You will get the answer. How much is the answer you are getting on the calculator? 3.45. Okay, fine. Now, the next question I want to ask is, so check again once again. I'll also confirm with you guys. 3.47 or 1 second. 18 you will type, then you will click what? Y raised to x, then put the bracket, then 3 divided by 7, then close the bracket, then you will click equal to 3.5. Yeah, done. Now, the next question I want to ask you is, what all things you want with respect to quantitative method? What all things you want, you can ask me. Then I will tell what all things I'll deliver with respect to the teaching side. What all things I'll deliver, I'll tell. What all things you want? Yes, come on. Expectation. Regarding material, books, anything you can ask me. Yes. Materials. Okay. First of all, I'll just tell from my side. Then you can add on if something else you require from my side. So I will give the entire material in PDF. Okay. All chapter material PDF I will give you as a study book. One will be study book I'll be giving you. Second thing will be I'll be giving you a formula book. Okay. As PDF, formula book as PDF. Then third thing which I'll give you is a question bank. Chapter wise I'll give you a question bank, or module wise I'll give you a question bank of the entire our quantitative method. I'm talking about quantitative method, what you can expect. Okay. So everything, for example, if you look here, In the chapter 1 itself, I have made my study book, and using that only we will be going for our study spot. Okay, then questions we will be, some of the questions I have added in the question bank, I mean our study book itself. Then rest are I have taken. For example, look at this question. I have added the question directly over here. Some 2 questions I have added here. Similarly, I will be giving you the extra question book which you can use to solve yourself. And if you are having more doubts, you can always ask me. I will help you out. Okay, that is the second thing. Sorry, third thing. Then, along with this, test will be there. Okay, test will be there. Going forward from next week onwards, regular test. Regular test in the sense, if I am conducting 1-day class, I will give you the test on just, I'll try to give you the test on the same topic. I'll give you 2 or 3 questions, maybe 4 questions. I'll give you 4 questions, then I can give you 8 minutes. Double the minute I'll give you. 4 questions, 8 minutes. Likewise, you can solve it. Okay, I'll conduct a test. 4 minutes, sorry, for 8 minutes, 4 marks test will be there. Then test will be there regularly. Anything else you want with respect to extra add-on?
So the question bank question will be like similar to CFA.
Yes, yes. It will be similar to the material. I'll be creating it myself itself. I'll give it to you. Okay, yes. Then anything else?
So I want to ask you the questions are like going to be like properly solving types, or how is it going?
Depends. So there are few questions. So I'll just randomly ask you, like sometimes they will ask you to find the geometric mean of our rates of return. That is the question. One of the most repeated question. Geometric mean of rates of return is one of the repeated question, most repeated question. So we can do 2 things in that type of questions. We can either write, we can write r root of 1 plus r1 percentage, etc., minus 1. We can write the values one by one step. You can write it, or you will use our calculator. We can write the entire values in calculator, store the value. That is the next point I am going to come with. Okay, storing the value as, for example, 1 plus r1 percentage we already found using calculator. That is 1.456%, 1.456 something. That is the value. I'll store in one of the digit. Then another value is there along with it. That is 1 plus r2 percentage. That is some other big value. Because if you write all these decimal points, we will not get enough time. That is one thing. Then we will miss something. That is a second major issue. So we will store all the values in calculator and we will try to solve the question. So basically what I am trying to tell is almost 60 to 70% of the questions we will solve it using, try to solve it using calculator after writing the first step. Why after the first step? Because the first step, some certain values we will write from the question. The given values we will always write. Then using that we will go further ahead. That will be the method we are going to follow. Okay. Then anything else with respect to this? So I think if you get this much itself, it is more than enough, I guess. Yes. Then towards the end, when Diya ma'am also complete the portions, there will be certain questions which are connected. I mean, which are connected with certain other topics like economics or equity or derivatives. I'll solve towards the end. I'll solve questions which are connected. Okay. I'll give you the connection point, which will help you out in the examination hall. Then one more thing I want to check with you is, like, will you take a printout of the material or you will keep it as a PDF? If you keep a printout of the material, it will always help you out in writing. Within the class itself, you can just mark the things and the studies will be done within the classroom itself. You can do that way or accordingly. Or I think you can get in touch with Saurav. So he will help you out in the other material, I mean our CFA material part and all, purchasing part and all. He will help you out on that also. Okay. So we will cover all the topics with this approach and I'll give you extra questions. Okay. Will you do homeworks and all if I give? Yes, I'll try to give a homework whenever you get time. Try to do it. Okay. Because with respect to max part in CFA, do you like max, both of you? Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Understood. Fine. Sometimes it is good, sometimes it is not going good. So with respect to max part, we will not take everything we'll bulk up everything together. If you bulk up everything together, you will be like, which formula, what formula? That issue will be there. If you would have faced in FM and all, the same issue. The same issue will be here also. Okay. So we will not be teaching too many things or containing too many things in the single way. We'll try to keep it. That's why I told you, first day, 2 hours. Aram se we will take it, otherwise you will not understand certain things. Okay, now right now itself we did some of the calculations, right? Sometimes that will also mix and match inside your mind. That's why we are taking it very slow. Okay, because this is the core. If you ask me, this is the core for almost all the other connecting chapters or connecting subjects. Now we need to store the formulas. Likewise, calculator has a capacity to store values in the calculator memory. So people, there is a button called as STO, STO. Can you see that STO button in over here? Yes, everyone saw that STO button, STO. That is a short form for storage. Okay, we need to store the values. I told you 1 plus R percentage is there. For example, randomly I'll give you one value. Find the value of 2 plus 6.78 percentage. How much is that value? 2 plus 6.8 percentage. Take your calculator, clear everything. Turn on the calculator first. That is also important. Yes, clear everything. Type 2, then plus 6.78 percentage. Then you will click what? Equal to. How much is it? 2.1356 you are getting on your calculator. 2.1356 is there on your calculator. Now, if you ask me, it's a bigger value. Decimals are 4, decimal points are there. Now, in order to store this, click the store button. Click storage button, STO button on your calculator. Okay, then nothing happened. It is like that itself. It is not going to change. Now, use your values. 1 is there. 2 is there, 0 is there, 3 is there, 4 is there, 5 is there, 6 is there, 7 is there, 8 is there on your calculator. Our number pad is there, right? Now, which is your favorite number? Any number can be a favorite number. You can save it anywhere. For example, after clicking store button, if I click 4, okay, if I click 4, what will happen? So nothing happened. It is still the same thing itself on your calculator. Now clear everything. Clear everything. Now click recall button. Have you seen a recall button? RCL button. RCL button. Have you seen? Yes. After clicking RCL button, click 4. After clicking RCL button, click 4. What happened? The value which we got long back, deja vu, came back. Yes. 2.1356 came back right in front of you on your calculator. That means, what is the basic meaning of that? The value got saved in our calculator, and when we recalled it, it came back. What came back? The value whichever we stored. Now we saved it on number 4. Now what all other numbers are remaining? The 7 is there, 8 is there, 9 is there, etc., etc. there. So total we have a memory capacity of how many numbers? 0 is there, 1 is there, 2 is there, till 10 numbers or 10 memory slots are there for us to save values. Now I am going to give another question. Find the value of, so store this value, 6 into 7 divided by 6.578. So how will you divide it? Take the calculator, clear the value. So clear everything. 6 into 7. Then click divide sign and type what? 6.578. Then click equal to. How much is the value you are getting? 6.3849194228 something you are getting, right? Now we need to store it in some of the value. Whatever you value where you want to store, you can store it there. Click STO button on your calculator. Then click what? Then click which button, which number you want to save. You want to save it at 1. Click 1, decimal number 1. The decimal value or the numeral 1 button on your calculator. That means when you click button 1, the value is now saved in button 1. Now how to recall it? Click RCL button, then click what? Click number 1. It will come back. Clear everything. Then type what? Click RCL button, then click 1. It will come back. Okay. So people, that is the basic of storage of values. This storage of value will be used for multiple questions. Okay, multiple questions we will be using it. Now my next question is, can we overwrite the values? For example, I stored that 6 point some value in our calculator at 1. Now if I write some other value and I also store it at 1 itself, means that means previous value whatever it was there, right, it will get removed. It will erase and the new value will be there in your calculator. Remember that. Don't keep like always I'll keep 1 1 1. It will not work. So try to distribute it. And one major thing is you should have an idea. Whenever you do a question in your examination or during your class itself, if equation 1 some value is there, first value you are getting the rate percentage, that is the first step. Try to save it on 1. Then the second step there is some other value, try to save it on 2. Third step there is some other value, try to save it at 3, so that you will not get confused like where did I save what. So you will understand, first step means this value. Likewise you will always get to know. Now there is something else we can do before clearing the memory. It's not much important, but that similar way you can do it. But before that there is something called as memory button. Memory button, have you seen the 0 over here? 0 0, there is a 0 over here. On top of that there is a letters called as MEM. MEM doesn't there, it just means memory. So we can see what all things we have saved in our memory. Okay, so how to find it? Since it is a secondary button, so how to find that? Click second on your calculator, then click what? Memory. So you can see MO, that is memory on 0 is given as in your calculator how much? 0. That means I don't save any value there. Then have you seen up and down button over here? On top of our row there is up and down button. See that? Then you click down button, 1 by 1 down button. You can see on memory 1 there is 6 point something, in memory 4 there is 2.13. Likewise you can see what all values are saved in our memory. You can always use that button to, instead of recalling every time you just want to see it, that time you will do what? You will click second button, then you will click what? Memory button, then you will click what? Then you will click memory button, then you can randomly see. Then there is another option to clear the memory. So in order to clear the memory, click second button. Second button is which is in yellow color. Okay, click the second button. Click the second button. Then click what? Click which? In order to see the memory, first we will do what? Click 0. Click 0 button. So that means we saw all the memories, correct? Now after that, many values are there. Yes, many values are there in the memory. Sometimes your memory is already clear. So how to clear the memory? So there is something called as clear work. Can you see clear work at just before CE and C? Just before CE and C. So click the second button and clear the work. That means entire work will be cleared. All your memory will be cleared. So click second. Then what? Click CE bar C. That means clearing the work. Clearing the work will happen now. So the entire memory will be cleared one by one. Got it? Understood? So if you require to clean it and you are like, always my memory should be 0, you can do this way. Okay. So that is clearing of memory. Okay. If that is done, our basic operations in a calculator is done for you with respect to our CFA examination or even for our FRM examination, the basic calculations. Okay. Now there are some calculations we need to know, right? Future value is there, then present value is there. Anyway, we will learn it again. I'll teach you again in the future. Anyway, I'll teach you again. But right now I want to spoil it right in front of you. Okay, what is future value? Everyone knows future value, right? We have studied about future value. What is future value? For example, I am investing 1,000 rupees on my business or $1,000 on my business today, and after 5 years at 10% of interest I will get some amount. I invested in a bank. Which bank you want to invest in? If there is Axis Bank, okay, let it be Axis Bank. Okay, let it be Axis Bank, so that there is no copyright. Okay, Axis Bank is there. So in Axis Bank I am going to invest my $1,000, okay, or $100 in my Axis Bank. Then at the bank is telling that a 10% annual interest rate, okay, 10% per annum interest rate they will give me, and for 5 years I'm going to take it like I'm going to invest it for 5 years, $1,000 or $100 at 10% for 5 years, and they told me that I will get some amount of money. I want you to find that some amount of money. If you use the normal formula, the future value will become what? The future value is nothing but present value into 1 plus I the whole power n. You can use this formula and find the answer. But are we going to use that formula? No. Have you seen something called as n on your calculator here? N means number of years. Okay. N means what? Number of years. Then I by Y, that means interest per year, that is 10% over here in this question. Then there is a PV button. PV is nothing but our present value, which is given in the question. How much is the present value we are investing? The 100 rupees is the present value we are investing. Then finally there is another button called as PMT. I will talk about it in some time, not sometime. Tomorrow we will discuss about PMT. Then future value button is also there. Now, what do you think? What are these buttons? N means number of years, pakka. Then I by Y means interest per year, pakka. Present value means what? The PV value. PV is present value. Then FV is future value. Now, how will we just use calculator without using formulas? That is something I am going to show you. Take your calculator, clear everything. Okay, clear everything. Clear everything in the sense you can clear everything and make it 0 on your calculator. Type 100 on your calculator. Everyone type 100 on your calculator. What is this 100? You tell me. What is this 100? This 100 is nothing but our present value. Correct? That is the present value. Right now we invested in Axis Bank. Okay. So click PV button. So PV I stored. The present value I stored in the calculator as how much? 100 rupees or $100 I saved it there. Then 10% is the interest per annum, right? That means I type 10 on my calculator. I will not click percentage. Okay. For now, we will do that way. I'll tell you why later. Type 10 on your calculator. Then it is what? Interest per year, right? So you will click what? I by Y. So I by Y button is over there, right? PV button is there. Then I by button is there. You are clicking I by Y button. Now, how many years? 5. So type 5 on your calculator. Then you will click what? N. N is what? The number of years. That means we saved 100 as PV. We saved 10 as the percentage of interest as by clicking I by Y. Then we save the number of years as 5 by typing 5 and then clicking what? N button on your calculator. Now, what are we finding? What are we finding da? We are finding future value. Will you directly click future value? No. If you directly click future value, you will not get the answer. There is something called as CPT button on top, right? CPT button, CPT over here. That is nothing but compute. So click compute button, click CPT button, then click FV. Click FV or future value button. How much are you getting? Minus 161.051. So that is the amount you will get after 5 years. Now, why there is a minus? Any idea? Any idea why there is a minus?
Inflow and outflow.
Yes, inflow and outflow. That means we gave this much, then we are getting back. So the signs are what are different. So you can take it like positive itself, but the sign will be what? Negative. You can ignore the sign in front of it. Then while typing percentage or the interest rate, I just put 10%. I just typed 10. I didn't click percentage. Why? Because always remember the I by value on our calculator will be what are always expressed in percentage. So you will just write the percentage value. Now in CA or CMA or whatever stuff we have studied, or in our college also what we have studied, how we will find it? Too many formulas. We will write the formula, future value, then put the value, take our calculator, into equal to this many times, multiply with this much. It will take a lot of time. Here what are just 4 buttons are there. Our answer is right in front of us. Got it? Anyone, any doubt? This is your moment. Capture the moment. You can ask the questions. Any doubt with respect to this? Now I will ask you a question. Before you ask me a question, I will ask you a question. A bank is telling me, if I invest X amount of money or X dollars of money for number of years as 5 years, then now they are telling the percentage they will, at percentage is nothing but the I by Y value is, rate is nothing but given as 20 percentage. They will give me, or they will offer me a future value of $202. Okay. So they are offering me that much. Now people, how much is the PV value I am investing is the question. There can be a question like that, basic question, but there can be a question. Okay. Now, first of all, before doing any question based on our time value of money, we need to clear. There is something called as clear TVM, right? On top of it, clear TVM. If you look here above PV, sorry, above FV, there is something called as clear TVM. How will you clear the TVM? Click second button, then click clear TVM. That means whatever calculation we have done till now is gone. It's cleared. Okay, so you remember in our normal calculator we will click MRC 2 times, right? Similar to that, in order to clear the entire time value of money calculation, whatever we done in the previous question, how to clear that? Click second button, then click FV button. That means the entire value is cleared. Now, what all things are given? N is given. Type 5 on your calculator, then click what? N. Then rate is 20%. Type 20 on your calculator, then click what? I by Y. Then future value is 202. Type 202 on your calculator, then click FV. Then what are we computing? After that, you will click compute button, then you will click PV. How much are you getting down? 81 something, huh? Yes. So 81 is given as minus. Why? Because the inflow and outflow, the signs should be what? Opposite. Are you clear with this? Yes. Are you studying this for the first time, or have you heard it before? First time, right? Yes. Easy, right? One of the easiest topic. There can be a question like this, because usually there will be a question. Okay. Then the funniest part is we will be studying about perpetuity, but that is not necessary with respect to our questions. Perpetuity we will be studying, that we have studied in CA level also we have studied. Then we will study about effective rate of interest. Effective rate of interest and all is just 2 buttons. Done. I'll show you that in few minutes. Then we will study about whatever we studied there or here also we will study. The only add-on is what we have a calculator which will do the math little more faster. Okay, and steps are not required also. That is another add-on. Now, present value. I already shown you how to find present value, but again I am going to ask you the question. The first one, they are offering a future value of 2000. Then the rate percentage is 25%. Then the number of years they are offering it for is 3 years. Then the question is compute present value. How will you find the value of present value? When I wrote the question itself, you might have got the answer. What is the first step? First step, what you will do? You will clear it, right? How to clear? First step 4. I'll write it in some different color. First step in any TVM or time value of money calculation. What is the first step we are going to do? The first step is always clear the TVM. How can you clear TVM? Click second button. Then what? Click FV button. That means we are clearing the entire time value of money calculation. Click get second, then click TVM. That means entire calculation is clear. Then you can clear it normally. Type. Now future value is how much? 2000. Type 2000 on your calculator. Then you will click what? Then you will click FV. Click FV. Click FV. Then after that, rate percentage is 25. Type 25 on your calculator. Then you will click what? Click I bar Y. Click I bar Y. Then after that, number of years is N is how much? 3. Then you will click what? N. Then finally, we need to compute what? PV. So click CPT button. Click CPT button. Then you will click what? Which button we need to find? PV. So you are getting the value. So after that, type 3, then click N. Then finally compute PV. You are getting the answer. Okay. Everyone understood the method? Yes. How much you got? Try again. Take your time. We are not in a hurry at all. Yes, something you are getting 1 point something. Yes. Now, converting interest after compounding effect. Have you heard about compounding? Everyone knows about compounding, right? What all compounding regularly or usually we see? There is semi-annual compounding. Semi-annual means every 6 months it will get compounded. Then there is what the quarterly compounding. What happened? You can turn it off. I think that it's not. You can just turn that button off. The two called, then you can right away turn it off. So, converting interest after, I think, can you give me? I'll just show you which, the top left button. Yes. Top right button. Sorry. Yes. Just point it towards that and try to. We're getting turned off. Yes, perfect. So, converting interest after compounding effect. After compounding effect means first one we have semi-annual compounding. Semi-annual means how many effects are there? Are 2 times it is getting compounded. Then it is what the quarterly compounding, correct? Quarterly compounding, what is going to happen? How many times? 4 times. Then there is what? Monthly compounding, correct? Monthly compounding means how many times in a year it will get compounded? 12 times. Then there is what? Daily compounding. Daily compounding is important because we will use it in one of the question. Okay, in one of the studies itself we will use it. So daily compounding, there will be 365 days. Every day it will get compounded. Why 365, not 366? Usually it is 365 days. Non-leap year only usually will be there. That's why we are taking the number n value as how much? 365. Now, we need to find effective rate of interest. Okay, I'm going to find effective rate of interest or effective annual rate. That is the wording we are going to use. Annual rate or EAR. Okay. So in certain way we will call it effective rate of interest, ERI, but here we will call it as what? EAR, effective annual rate. Now we will find it just using calculator. Everyone knows the formula for effective rate of interest and all, I guess. 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1. That is the formula of effective rate of interest, but we don't need that. Okay, we will use our calculator alone and try to get the answer. Now coming to that, take your calculator everyone. Now have you seen a button called as 2? It is there right in front of you. 2 is there. On top of 2 there is something called as icon. There you have you seen it? ICONV. Have you seen that? That is nothing but interest conversion. Okay, we are converting the interest without using our formula, without using formula. Now click. First we will click what? Click second button. Okay, second button. Then you will click what? Click your second button. Click your second button. Then click 2. Then click what? Click 2 button on your calculator. That means now you might see norm is given. Now if you put the arrow down, there is EFF. Then if you put the arrow down, there is C by Y. C by Y is nothing but compounding per year. The number of compounding you can type there. So nominal, effective and C by Y is there. If you just put arrow throughout, you can see all those values coming. So these some of the saved values are already there. That's why you are seeing some value like that over there. Okay, is that visible? Yes. Now I am going to tell you nominal rate is 10% compounded semi-annually. Okay, that is the question I am going to give you. Find effective annual rate is the question. How to find effective annual rate is the question. Now take your calculator. Now there you see nominal on your calculator. NOM, nom is there on your calculator, right? How much is the nominal rate given in the question? 10%. Type 10 on your calculator. Type 10 on your calculator at nom equal to screen. Okay, on that screen at norm equal to screen, you will type 10 percentage. Then you will click, you will not click percentage, type 10. Then click what? Click enter button. Okay, click enter. That means you are entering that value. Click enter. That means nominal is now 10. Everyone got it as 10 on your calculator? Everyone got it 10, right? Yes. Now move down. Effective rate, that is something we are finding. So we don't know anything about that. Now come down. Compounding per year. Okay. C by Y. At C by Y. Okay. What are you going to type? How many compounding are there? 2 compounding. Since it is semi-annual, it is 2 compounding. Type 2 there. Type 2. Then you will click randomly you do something. No, click enter. Then only it will get saved. Click enter button. Correct? Click enter. So that means now if you move around using up, down and down arrow and all, if you move around, you will see nominal is given 10, then CY is given 2. Now we need to find effective rate of interest. How to find effective rate of interest? Now there is on top of the calculator itself something is mentioned. What is mentioned now on the screen? Effective is equal to something is given. On top of that it is given compute enter. Have you seen compute enter? So the calculator is helping us to get the answer. Click compute button. How much you got? 10.25. So at EFF, effective annual rate screen, you will click which button? CPT button. You will get the answer. I hope that you understood how to find effective annual rate if they are asking, if they are giving nominal rate and the number of compounding per year. And very easy, right? Yes, this will be useful in many places. First one, it will be useful in finding present value. Why? When in present value, sometimes they will say that the number of compounding is this much. That time you can use. If you are not using formula, that time it is possible to use. Then finding future value, the number of compounding is 7 years. 7 times, not 7 years, 7 times. 7 times per year it is happening. You can substitute there. You can use the value. You can find the effective rate and multiply it with this. You will get the answer. Got it? Now, next type of question I am going to ask you. If effective, one second. Okay, fine. If effective rate of interest, that is EAR, is given in the question, effective rate of interest is nothing but it is given like, let it be 10 point, the same value we will take. Okay, if it is given like 10 point, how much you got the effective rate of interest in the calculator? 10.25, right? Then effective rate of interest is given to be 10.25. Then what else is given in the question? The compounding per year is also given in the question, that is 2 years. Find nominal rate is the question. They can ask question like that also, right? If they want, they can ask question like that also. So if you take your calculator, now how to clear this stuff? Click second and clear everything. Click clear work. Click second, then clear work. Then again come back to the same step, that is clicking second and coming to the nominal, then CY effective rate of interest, then C by value, everything is there. Now, how much is the effective rate of interest or effective annual rate given in the question? 10.25. Type that value at EFF 10.25. Then you will click what? Enter. Then number of compounding is given as how much? 2. Compounding per year is 2. Type 2 and click enter. Now what else we need to find? We need to find nominal rate. So what button you will click? You will click compute button. How much are you getting? Are you getting 10? Are you getting 10? Try. When you click compute, you will get 10. Try. So I'll write the steps once again. So click second button. Okay, click second button. Then click what? Click 2 on your calculator. Then at which one? At EFF. You will click what? Type 10.25. Then click enter button. Then after that you will type at C by Y, you will put 2 and click again enter button, enter button. Now coming to the at nominal button, we need to find norm value, right? You will click CPT. How much are you getting? 10. Yes, that means this method is correct. Ulta also we can do. Whenever question is asking, they are giving effective rate of interest. One major mistake everyone will make is in this type of question. Usually you will not think about they will give effective rate of interest and ask for nominal rate. So usually you will take it like, oh, a 10.25 is the nominal rate itself. That is the major mistake many people will make. Don't do that. Fine, done. Now coming to certain topics which we will see throughout our subject. I'm going to give you a glimpse about that. Everyone, do you want a 5 minutes break? Yeah, after 5 minutes we will start. So you can take a break, come back by 2:51. Okay, 2:51. Everyone had lunch? No? Okay. Anyway, can you stand till 3:30? Yeah, fine, right? Yes. I'll also be back by 2:51. What happened? Do I have food? Yes, yes. Then everyone will take a break, 10 minutes break. Anyway, it is applicable. 2:51. You can come back. Sorry, 55. Yes, online Sheikh, are you there? Can you put a thumbs up if you are there? Yes, perfect. Just give one more minute. I think they went to have food. Then we will start off with our remaining discussion part. Yes, please. Oh, it's okay. Going forward, we'll accordingly plan the break. Okay, done. Anyway, I expected you to be back by 3 only, so it's fine. Yes. Because I know the entire area, so the time will food and all will take some time. Did you have anything, or you just came back after not having anything? Is it okay? Anyway, let's see. Okay. Now, coming to our entire subject, I'll just tell you what all things we are going to learn. Okay, that is the final part of this day session, because I want to give the confidence and assurance that this is something we have already learned. Okay, but in a different manner we are going to see for the first time. That is the basic thing which is going to happen here. First one, we will be learning about measures of central tendency and dispersion. Have you heard about this in your schooling time and all? Have you heard about it? Measure of central tendency means nothing but mean, median, then along with median there is partition like percentile, quartile, decile, quintiles, everything is there. Median and partitions, I'll write that also. Partitions. Then we have mode. Okay, these are the three things we learned with respect to measures of central tendency. Have you learned it before? Yes, we have learned. But have you learned with respect to financial part? I doubt you might not have learned, but we will use the same concept. Mean means what? There can be arithmetic mean, there can be geometric mean, then there can be harmonic mean. That we might learn. Arithmetic mean formula is always same. That is what sigma x divided by n. Here also it is same. Then geometric mean formula, there is a small difference. I'll write it in terms of rate, but we will discuss about it. Geometric mean. Then harmonic mean also, it has a formula. We will use that formula to get the answer. Then median and partition, regular formula of median and the partition accordingly we will put. Then mode means what? The most repeated value. That also we will put. Then dispersion. Dispersion means there is absolute measures of dispersion, absolute, and what? Relative measures of dispersion. Absolute measures are nothing but range. Then standard deviation. Square of standard deviation is what? Variance. Have you studied in school? Then what is there? Standard deviation is there, mean deviation is there, then quartile deviation is there. Basically we will go with standard deviation. Most of the question will be based on standard deviation only. Then relative or coefficient of range is there. Then coefficient of standard deviation, that is nothing but coefficient of variation, that is there for you. Then coefficient of mean deviation, coefficient of quartile deviation. But basically, coefficient of variation is our major part. So that is something we are learning as part of our entire curriculum. Then, second thing is probability. Okay, probability is there. Have we studied probability? Yes, we have studied probability. What is the basic formula of probability? P of A is nothing but N of A divided by N of S. Or I can say that number of favorable outcome. N of S is what? Number of favorable outcomes. Then, sorry, N of A is number of favorable outcomes. Then N of S is what? Total number of outcomes. Total number of outcomes. Have we studied this? Yes, we have studied in our 8th standard, 9th standard, 10th standard and all. We have studied 11th or 12th also. If you are studying probability, it was there. This also we will use here. Same concept. But it will be what to say, the biryani, the flavor will be different. That's the only thing. Other than that, the concept is same. Then Bayes' theorem is there from probability likewise. Then, have you heard about expected value? Expected value. Expected value is also called as mean. Expected value has a formula sigma x into P of x. P of x is nothing but probability of an occurrence of an event. X is nothing but how many times it happened. So x into P of x sigma. Sigma means what? Sum of x into P of x. For example, first x value is 1. Corresponding probability is 0.4. That means 1 into 0.4 plus next value will be x value, let it be 3. So 3 into corresponding probability, etc., etc. Multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add. We will go about it, and that's the method of expected value. This is also something you might have learned in random variable in the past from probability. If not, we will anyway learn it. Okay. Then we have correlation. Correlation means what? Correlation means how x, a variable x and another variable y are related. Okay. When x increases, y also increases. It is called as what correlation? Positive correlation. Then if x increases and y decreases, it is called as what? Negative correlation. Correlation. Okay. Remember that. Positive correlation, negative correlation. Then in correlation, we will not be able to find the value of x if y value is given. That is not possible in correlation. In order to find the value of x, when y value is given, we will use what? The regression. That is also there. For you, it is basic simple linear regression, which is there. It is much easier. Okay. Then we have our time value of money, where present value will be there, future value will be there, cash flow will be there, then annuity will be there. Likewise, annuity means what? Any idea? Have you heard about annuity? EMI, right? Think about EMI. You are taking one iPhone. Okay, you are buying an iPhone. You are planning to buy it in EMI form. You are planning to buy it as EMI. Then they are telling, the bank is telling that regularly you should give 10,000 rupees to them. Okay, so annual payment or the periodical payment is how much? 10,000. So this 10,000, whatever you pay regularly, right? That is called as annuity. Then you are doing a recurring deposit. Recurring deposit means regularly you will invest 10,000 or 5,000 or whatever amount of money you are doing. The 10,000 or 5,000 which you deposit regularly, right? That is also what? Annuity. Then you are doing SIP. SIP full form is what? Yes, SIP. You are doing an SIP. That means regularly you are investing some 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees. That is what? That is also an annuity. So we will learn about annuity also. These are the things mainly which will come around in our subject for quantitative methods. And re-narrating the entire part, which calculator you can buy? You can buy your BA2 Plus Texas. Okay, you can buy that because it will actually do the job. Okay, all the question can be done using this calculator itself, but you can have a look at it. It is always good to have this. Then what is the decimal points we are keeping? The decimal we are keeping it as how much? The 9. Why? Because 9 is a floating decimal. Now if this much idea is there, what do you think? Can you score the 11 to 16 marks or 16 questions which are there from your subject, this subject, that is quantitative method, will you be able to solve it? Yes, you can get it, and it can be your scoring topic also. So 11 to 16 questions can be there for your examination. Now coming to the next part. A question will have how many options? There will be option A, B and C. Okay, 3 options are only there. Now I will give you the question. Okay, what is the probability of getting a right answer? 1 by 3. What is the probability of getting a wrong answer? How many wrong answers are there? Either A, 1, 2, 2 options might be wrong. So it will be what? 2 by 3. So don't do ingy wingy pongy. If you do ingy wingy pongy, 2 by 3 percentage is how much? 66.66 something is coming. So that means you have a higher chance of going for a wrong answer than a right answer. So in order to keep your percentile high, if you don't know that and all, you can go for it. But never do, oh, I got the question, I'll do everything faster and giving. Don't do that. It will not make you pass the exam. Basically, that is the thing. Now, that is one thing. Now, I will ask you one question. Okay. I'm directly diving into probability. These are just basics. Okay. Just the basics. We'll do everything again also. We'll do everything from the scratch. P of X. We will talk about our examination itself. Okay. X value is there, probability value is there. Okay. Now, my first question is, when it is a right answer, then it can be a wrong answer. 2 possibilities are there, correct? Now, you tell me, what is the number of marks you are getting when you are getting a right answer? We put it 1. Yes, I am telling 1 mark you will get if you get a right answer. How many marks you will lose? Is there any negative marking? So you will put 0. Okay. Now, probability of getting a right answer. How much was it done? 1 by 3. Probability of getting a wrong answer is how much done? 2 by 3. Now I am talking about doing ingy pinky pongy and your expected mark. Did I give you any formula like expected value? That is nothing but sigma x into P of X. So that is your expected marks is nothing but sigma x into P of X, which is nothing but first one 1 into 1 by 3 plus 0 into 2 by 3. We are adding the sum. So how much can you expect? 1 by 3rd of the mark only is the expected mark if you are doing ingy wingy pongy. So will it make you pass? No. It will not make you clear the level 1. So never do any guesses. Try to study everything. You can do guesses, but my content is try to study everything and go for our exam. It is possible to study everything. If you ask me, our quantitative method and all, it's very easy to finish also. Again, if you want, I can finish it in 2 days. The entire concept I can complete it 2 days with solving a question. It is that small. If you ask me, quantitative method, it's that small. But we will take it slow because I know that this is the connection for many things. So you should study to the core. Okay. That will be your approach for your coming day. Tomorrow onwards, we will start off with our major picture. Okay. Yes. Any doubts you can ask me now. Other than that, we will wind up the session for the day. Then tomorrow onwards, we will start off with our lectures. So I was thinking I'll start off with interest rates. I mean the rates and first module itself. But I was also thinking, should I go directly to probability or even measures of central tendency? That will also give you that calculation. You'll get that hand holding of the calculation part. Anyway, whatever we study in chapter 1, we will study in those chapters also. So 2 ways I'll keep it. So based on any suggestion from your side, based on that we will go. You want from chapter 1 onwards or chapter in between, a good chapter which will clear all the doubts from the previous chapter, that also will work out. You can tell me if any suggestion is there from your side. Any suggestion? Yeah, my question is that.
Whatever is the basic first.
Basic first. Okay. So what I will do is, so if you ask me, this chapter 1 or our module 1 is a topic which is already starting from the basics which you have in your 12th standard or in your commerce basics, whatever you have. From that only we are starting with this particular chapter. So what I will do is, we will start off from chapter 1 itself. Then I will connect it through the entire journey of multiple modules. Yes. Then anyway, one more thing is coming into the picture. In chapter 1, we have something called as this AM is there, GM is there. That and all we are discussing in detail in our central tendency part. Okay. So anyway, I'll connect it and I'll give it. And one guarantee I can give you is use my notes and use the question bank. Will be more than enough. You'll be able to crack it. Then go for our CFA material. Then study using that. Then if you have any other material, Kaplan or IFT or whatever material you have, you can use that also. That will also help you out. Okay. Yes. So that is all. People, are you liking the teaching style? If you are fine with it, fine on the right? Are you able to get everything right? Yes, Sheikh, the method is everything fine, right? Then tomorrow onwards, we will start off with cons. Every day test is there. Okay, you will get the question also every day. Test will be there for you. Okay, then we'll catch up. And yes, thank you so much. Bye bye.
One subject, sir.
I will only teach quantitative method because usually no one teach quantitative method. Yes, they'll teach all the other subject, but quantitative method is difficult for many people to teach because of the math part. Okay, so I'll teach the math part. Okay, I told my name right. My name is Nitin. Okay, yes, thank you so much.